it's a year ago I met with a number of journalists, obviously, like this year, and one of you asked me, will you be running a partner role next year? And I told him, why are you asking this to me? Of course we will. And he told me, well, that's because since you are selling your Intel business to Lenovo, you won't have any channel any longer. And as a matter of fact, what you see is it's really not dynamic. If you were in the main tent, you heard me. We have 260 firms more than a year ago attending the event. More countries, more firms, more people. We are sold out for the first time in many years. So what happened is really a real change and shift into our business partner community. We actually have the exact same number of partners. About the same number came in and came out. We have about 10,000 partners, exactly to the point that Tom made to you, that we are only Intel partner. They were not interested to add any value. They were not interested to bring any of the software portfolio. They were not interested to bring any of the services offering, and therefore they became Lenovo partners. There was no offense, this was just their choice. And then we brought in about 10,000. And the people who came in were either a partner for IBM services or IBM software or a piece of the portfolio that we've been talking a lot today. What we've done as well is engage a lot on transformation during the last 12 months. And had the opportunity to meet with some of you, certainly CRM, to discuss that and discuss the transformation. We had a vision, we executed the vision here. We created what we call this business transformation initiative, and we aggressively engage with business partner, especially business partner, mostly only on the hardware side, to tell them where do you want to go, what do you want to become, and because it's not about IBM, it's actually about hardware being challenged overall, by the cloud economy, and the fact that in order to be able to sell more hardware, you need to be able to go, I would say, upstream and drive some of these solutions that go with it. And we've done a lot. So we have engaged there, and we have driven a ton of transformation. You heard these numbers this morning. 220,000 modules of certification were taken by our business partner. 220,000. That's a huge number. We had about 20,000 partners, individual human being, actually completed Think Academy, which is the elite class for the IBM employees, to understand the class portfolio. So that's a lot. So where are we now? I have about 150,000 partners into the IBM Partner World ecosystem. About 67,000 of them, 69,000 precisely, are authorized resellers. The rest actually are either ISVs or part of the overall ecosystem, but they are not authorized to resell. In order to be authorized to resell, you have to have value. You have to have certification. So you certify, you go on a given product, you want to say, I want, for example, I was in the room and I really love what Mr. Van der Werlof said about security. I want to become a security partner. Then you go through a curriculum, you certify, and you become a security partner. That's the way we manage the ecosystem. So that was really the first piece I wanted to say. And truly when I say we are the #1 value ecosystem in the industry, that's really what we are now, and what we drive for IBM. So that's very valuable. And what we try to do is make their life easier. Today, I announced the One IBM Channel team. What is it? It's taking the 3,000 IBMers working for channel and with channel in IBM and bringing them together in order to have a better approach, a very combined approach in everything that we do with our business partner. So we've been working on this, we had a vision for that, and we made it happen. So now we have one management system. We keep teams dedicated by subject, either commerce or security, exactly the subject you saw today, and the one you will be seeing tomorrow, services or infrastructure. And they are working to help the business partner build their practice, build their skills, and then we bring this together under our geography. We have one of our geography leaders here, Tammy Duncan. She runs North America. And she organized all these people working in our team to make sure we cover the partner, we invest on the partner, and we deploy the ecosystem. That's how we are growing. This is why actually in 2014, the IBM business partner team and the channel for IBM were actually the best operating, most effective part of the IBM corporation. So that's really where the transformation was, and we are very proud of that. So that's what we are doing. It's simpler and faster for the partners. And we have been starting a radical simplification project on everything we are doing. We had a portal named IBM Partner World. We released, I think today, right, a new version of this portal, radically simplified, with a modern looking, a new approach for the business partner to get access to all the information. Everything that we had in all these diverse portals, information from all the divisions, were brought there into one place. So they go with their partner world IDs, they get the information, they are recognized. So truly we're starting to deliver that. We are going into a mobility solution there. They can do this from their mobile phone or from their iPad eventually. So we are bringing all the channel management together as well, into one team, so that all the set of incentives will be very consistent across all of IBM, which is a big ask from our business partner. I had an opportunity to share this with our business partner advisory council. They were very, very excited. This is what they have been asking for a long time. And finally, and you heard me say this morning, and you heard Steve Mills say this, the goal we gave to ourselves was to have the highest value in the channel and to provide the highest level of margin to the business partner. And this goes together. Obviously, I would not provide margin if there was no value. We're not in fulfillment. We're not giving deals to fulfill to the business partner. We are on let's build the value, and when we have the value, you are paid a lot. That's the way we have been doing it. We've been very consistent, very loyal. We're not changing what we do and say to the business partner, unlike some other people in the industry, and that's where we execute it. So we benchmark ourselves. I think that we are to a point now where truly, if you are a value partner for IBM, investing with us, driving leads, driving autonomous sale in many of these situations, you do make a lot of money. This is very profitable, so we are very happy and loyal business partner. And I think we have a good portfolio. So that I wanted to share, and now I'm very happy to take questions. Yes?
Mark, you said on stage that you want to break down the silos at IBM. You think this one-channel team approach is going to do that. Do you envision the 7 business units that you currently have streamlining down?
No, I don't think so, because you need to have specialization. And keep in mind one thing, I do not have these 7 units, Ginny has. So this is the way Ginny has reorganized IBM. And so the way she reorganized it this way is because this is the way the clients are buying, and the clients are thinking of their IT needs. Either they have a commerce project or security project, and so what she did was truly to have the end-to-end view, product development, marketing, services all brought together under one umbrella. And here's this 7 organization with senior vice president of GM. What we did on our side was to say if we have 7, we need to have 7 layers of support here. But we did a lot of consolidation. If you look at analytics, now everything underneath Bob channel. On the channel side, we have a number of analytics channel managers who are helping our business partners to build analytic practice. We moved actually from 7 different flavors of channel manager for analytics. We had a Cognos one, a Finet one, and a DB2 one. We had a few more that I even forgot, SPSS one and all that, into only one, which is analytics. What this gave to people like Tammy was the ability now to have more reach, because these guys had the entire portfolio, they could cover more partners. Same for security, we had 3 different, and we have now 1, and on and on. So we have this view, and we need this level of specialization, especially on the technical side, to engage with a partner and make sure they build the skills. Now, Tammy, and I'm using Tammy because she's here, and she's one of the geography where these things happen, she also managed what's called cross-brand people. So she has a number of people who are already managing access with a partner and making decisions. These people sit with a partner and they discuss with the partner, where do you want to invest? And the partner say, I want to drive a security practice. Then this person will call one of the security experts, brings the security expert in, and will start to engage with them into building the skills, building the practice, building the marketing campaign, passing the leads, and make sure that we help them close the first business opportunities. That's the way the things operate. I am not moving to one flavor because the market is asking for skills. But we are coordinating all this. Before, none of this was organized and coordinated. That's a very big change. And I encourage you to speak with many of our business partners. I believe they are really welcoming to the change we are making here.
Can you tell me who's going to be heading up this new organization and how it's going to be structured?
You mean the one-channel management team? Well, I guess it's me.
So you're the throat to choke then, right?
Well, I wouldn't say it this way.
Are you going to have 7 people underneath you?
So the way it's actually a very good question. So the way we have it, first we're organized by geography and by practice or expertise. I have a geography leader, so there will be like version of me in the countries, and I will come back to this there. And then I have a global version. In the global version, the way we are organized, I have someone who is more aligned to help me manage everything that is coming from the software side. So, and his name is Marc Register. I don't see him in the room, but he was the former head of channel for Software Group. And he managed so the analytics piece, the security piece, and the cloud piece, and the Watson piece, as a matter of fact. We have Debbie Hughes, who is here, charming lady in blue here, who is managing the services part of the organization, services channel. And we have Dave Carl, who was in the room here, who is actually managing the hardware piece of the organization. They are part of my team. So now you go into a country or geography. We have Tammy Duncan here. She's the best version of me for North America, and then she has the same construct. Now she has these resources, and she deploys the resources according to the project, the segmentation of the partner she made, where she wants to invest, and truly deploy the few hundred people she has to help drive this ecosystem. So that's the way we are organizing it. I think I have a question here.
Yes. Is it will change the situation, the status of the people who work in the databases or in other in security to now they belong to a new organization, or they have two belongings to the geography and to the unit.
They have actually 2 belongings. It's on the specialty. The way we love this in IBM. We love metrics. And we are very good at this. So the way we do this, and that makes a lot of sense, because you want to keep your channel very much aligned to your business, is to have it this way. So if you take security, so Tammy has in her team a channel security leader for North America, and this person works for Tammy and also works for the head of the security business for North America. We want it this way because we don't want to have any channel conflict. We don't want to have a direct sales team and a channel team, and the 2 people don't speak to each other. So we want this to be one approach. So the security leader is looking at this overall view. Of course, he has a number of direct sales team, but he has also part of his virtual team, the channel leader. And the channel leader is accountable for a piece of the revenue. And as the channel leader comes back into the channel team and then leveraging all the resources from Tammy to be able to execute this approach. So we think it's a good model. It's working really well. And that's why we have this dual construct, and very much focused on alignment with the sales team and avoidance of channel conflict, of routes conflict.
I'm from Israel. Can you give an example what will be the situation in Israel?
Well, you asked me a level of detail I don't know, but it's the same idea. So obviously we'll have less people in Israel. I don't know precisely how many people we have. It's actually much easier because when you come to a small number of people, you tend to group things differently. So I will make sure we provide you with the specifics of Israel, but I do not know them right now. So I will make sure we provide you with what that means for Israel, and maybe someone will give you a call.
Do you think this movement to value from IBM and from its partners will be so fast as the stock market wants to be? Because the stocks lost 20% from the last IBM partner war.
So, I think it's a good question, and it's it's something where I'm encouraging you to be in the room tomorrow morning to watch and listen to our CEO. We are certainly into a transformation time, and we are certainly at a point where many things will happen. It's Wall Street is Wall Street, so they tend to look at number, they tend to look at dynamics, they tend to be very short-term minded in approach. Now you have a company the size of IBM, which is $100 billion, and we are operating this huge, deep transformation of the portfolio in a relatively short amount of time. So, and because we do this, and we have a number of things going down, a number of things going up, you have number dynamic here and mixed dynamic, which are playing either for you or against you. So I guess what Wall Street is frankly expecting is IBM to grow. Wall Street is expecting IBM to grow. and we will see if we can grow this year. Hopefully, I hope we will be growing. The point I would make is we grew on the channel side last year because the channel actually operated faster than the rest of IBM. They were nimble, we had this clear execution, and we truly changed the channel very, very quickly. As we did it on our side, which is only a piece of the IBM revenue overall, but on our side, we actually executed the transition. I think now we can even grow even faster this year, which is what I'm expecting my team to grow. We didn't grow everywhere, not in every geography, but we grew overall. So the goal is now to get even more growth. So how fast will the IBM stock peak and all that? I don't know, this is way out of my league to understand that. But I know that my role there is to drive growth, and if we grow, I believe the IBM stock will do well.
And I think we have time for one more question, because we have a couple of other speakers. Any more questions?
So with the exit of the Lenovo partners, presumably you're doing less through the channel than you were last year percentage-wise. Is that true? And what's your goal to grow it?
I love this question because it's I have a major in math. And when you are in math, you always know that average and mix are not always right. So if I'm looking at total revenue, my total participation went down exactly right because I had $10 or $12 billion of revenue, which were 85% fulfilled by business partner that went away from my revenue. Now, if you look at this by line, which is you take out this one, and then you look at this by line, which will be like software information management. I take the old organization, not the new one. Tivoli, storage, power, ITS, and all that. Line by line, we increase business partner participation. We increase business participation by between 1 point to 3 points. The reason for that is exactly what I just said. We grew faster than total IBM. Because we grew faster than total IBM, we increased participation. In aggregate, I am less because I lost my brand with the highest level of participation. Doesn't matter to me. Because now what I'm doing is growing participation again into a value channel. So that's the way you should think of that. Growing participation line by line in my mix.
Sorry, so the question was, what is the percentage now and what's your goal?
Well, the goal is to increase it by 2 to 3 points. I never look at this in total for IBM because it's irrelevant. It's a statement of the mix. I'm looking at it by brand, and I don't, we look at this by brand, and I look at this in storage. We are very, very channel driven. You heard some of this. Security, we're at 40%. Storage, we are in the 55 to 60%. You go into services, we are very low, but single digit, but getting to double digit soon. So so now you look at all that. It gives you a view. So that's always by line that I'm looking at this.
Thanks.
Thank you. And now we have Sandy Carter.